Music, in any country, in any city, go to any mental institution or halfway house you can manage to reach. When you find yourself at the front desk, ask to visit someone who calls herself the holder of nothing. Should a look of sheer primal disgust then mar the worker's expression, you will be taken to a separate building, one that appears to be an old wooden outhouse. Inside will be a seemingly endless corridor, far longer than the outhouse's length. The corridor will be completely silent. To make any sound at the wrong time is a grievous, lamentable mistake. You will notice the lights in the corridor are getting brighter and brighter as you make your way down towards the end. Soon their brilliance will blind you. If at any point the lights go out, quickly shout out, "No, stop. What you're doing is wrong," while you back away. If the lights do not come back on, bolt for the door you just came through. It should still be open. Hopefully, you haven't come far enough down the hallway for it to close on you. If it does close, an eternity in hell would be far preferable to the suffering you will endure. If the lights come back on, continue your walk down the corridor. At the hall's end will lie a single cell. The worker will open the door for you while glaring at you in disgust. Inside the cell will be a mad pastiche of colors, arranged in several Harley Quinn-like formations. Music, you must not be distracted by them, for at the room's center is a naked young woman slathered in blood and bound by strips of human sinew. If your eyes leave her for even a moment, she will completely and totally destroy you. She will only respond to a single question. What were they when there was one? She will stare at you. She'll stare into your eyes and speak of the answer in incredible detail. It will be unlike anything you have ever heard. You will be on the verge of both ecstasy and agony at her mere words. It is not uncommon for the seeker to lose themselves in the euphoria. The worst thing you can do, however, is to look upon the tattoo on her chest. Your mind will tempt you to gaze upon it, but you must resist. If you do not, and foolishly set eyes upon it, you will fall victim to her horrifying powers. She will flay you alive and add your mutilated flesh to her bindings. You will remain trapped with her, fully conscious for the rest of time. That tattoo is object number 4 of 538. They desire to be one again, but they must not be allowed. In any country, in any city, go to any mental institution or halfway house you can get yourself to. When you reach the front desk, close your eyes and ask to visit someone who calls himself the holder of light. You will be guided to a single door leading to a long, winding hallway. You will be told to open your eyes. The hallway will be pitch black, narrow enough for you to feel the walls and move yourself forward. If at any time along the way the hall is suddenly bathed in light, shut your eyes immediately and quickly make your way back to the door you came through. If your eyes stay open for more than a second, what you see will force you to instinctively tear them out. If the lights stay off long enough for you to navigate the entire corridor, you will reach another door. If you can see any light escaping from the crack beneath the door, flee immediately, for what you seek is not there. If no light can be seen under the door, carefully turn the handle and enter. The room beyond will be completely dark, aside from a single dimly lit candle in its center. What little light it issues will reveal the outline of a cloaked figure huddled over it. The man underneath the cloak will seem to remain perfectly still. There is only one question the man will respond to. What can protect us from them? Say anything else and the man will tear out your eyes and devour your soul. You will then be forced to take his place under the cloak for the rest of eternity. If you ask the above question, a piercing scream will ring out from the candle and a series of lights will illuminate the room, revealing images of the most horrifying thoughts, fantasies, and memories of all consciousness throughout history. Most people cannot handle this event. They will either go insane or die instantly. However, should you somehow manage to survive the ordeal, the cloaked man will rise slowly and put his hands to your head. You will be forced to gaze upon his face. He looks like a young man, but his eyes are merely empty sockets. At this point, you must not look away, lest you be stranded in this room forever, forgotten in time. He will then open your mind and place a small round object in your right hand. From this point on, you will feel no pain unless you are in the process of attaining another object. But the pain you will feel then is nowhere close to normal. And the horrifying images you witness in that room will be burned in your memory for all eternity. The eye you hold in your hand is object 5 of 538. The awakening has begun. They must not be brought together. In any country, in any city, go to any mental institution or halfway house you can get yourself to. When you reach the front desk, ask to visit someone who calls herself the holder of song. You will then be guided to a single door leading to a long, winding staircase. It will spiral higher than the building stands. At the top is a door that opens into a hallway. Upon opening the door, a sudden wave of heat will wash over you. Proceed down the hall. Eventually, you will feel much colder. You must then stand perfectly still and make no sound. If you hear a baby crying, turn and run. No harm will befall you, but the baby's cry will follow you wherever you go. If you hear it for the rest of your life, count yourself lucky. If and when it stops, your firstborn child will die. If there is no cry and the heat returns, proceed to the door at the hall's end and open it. The room beyond will be awash in green light. In the center will be an old woman turning a music box that produces no sound. Her legs have both been severed at the knee. When you speak to her, you must look into her eyes. She hides a spear fashioned from the bones of her legs. Break eye contact and she will impale you with it and leave you in seemingly unending agony to bleed to death. She will respond to only one question. What was the song they used to play? The old woman will begin to sing. The song will be in a different language, but the melody will be the most beautiful you have ever heard. Peace and serenity will wash over your mind, body, and soul. Suddenly, without warning, you will be able to see in vivid detail the images of carefree children playing and singing, innocent as can be. Though the scene seems peaceful and jubilant, it will eventually take a horrible, sinister turn. The children will begin to fight each other. Soon they will start to kill each other in the most brutal ways imaginable. They will impale each other on wooden poles, disembowel each other with sharp rocks, and even rip flesh from the bone with their bare hands. The image will then show these children, now merely tattered doppelgangers of themselves, spreading death and destruction more horrific than you can ever imagine. You will see a naked boy drenched in blood, singing with delight as he runs through the hellish wasteland, pursued by unspeakable monsters. They will overtake him and utterly destroy him. The song still issuing forth from his shredded lips all the while. Despite these scenes of horror and brutality, you will remain calm and peaceful all the while, though you will not know why. When these horrific visions end, an intense pain will stab into your chest. Your heart will feel like it's about to explode. Still, you must not break eye contact with the old woman. For to do so will invite such horrors upon yourself that an exploding heart would be comparable to paradise. If you remain steadfast in your gaze, the pain will eventually ease. The woman will stand up, though you will know not how, and place the music box in your hands. The music box is object 6 of 538. When its song plays again, they will all come together.